Good morning, garden friends. I'm on my way to Olies to see if I can find some pots because it was recommended to give me a little more versatility in my garden is to use some pots to help create that romantic courtyard. So I do have planned today to plant up my ranunculus corms, and I think where I want to put the pots, it's going to look really nice, and it's actually in the area that I had worked on in a previous video to be able to bring some color at different stages, of the garden, because the roses will, end up blooming. I have my ferns there that gives me that greenery, and then to have the ranunculus come up with that bright, vibrant colors, I think it's going to add to my romantic courtyard. So come along with me to Ollie's and let's see what we can find. All right, so we are here. Let's go in and see what kind of goodies I can find, because they always end up having some amazing sales, because you can end up getting, up to 70% off of stuff. And if you guys don't know anything about this store, you need to check it out. This isn't just where you can get pots. They have like all kinds of stuff that's discounted that you can use. Oh, looky here. Let's see. Okay, so you can already see I like that blue one. I already like that one. And it has the holes, and it is $45. Okay, I really like this one. Let me see what else they have. Because I do know I want, okay, so this is sort of what I want. Oh my goodness, guys, look at these pots. Tons. Okay, so, I see this one. Let's see here. Not this one. All right, I'm gonna have to put my phone down for a minute. All right, guys, look at this one. Okay, that is gotta be at least 24 inches round, and what I'd say 12 to 14 inches tall for $29. And what I am wanting is to have, the layering, the barrels, and then to have this in there, I think would look really, really nice. And then I also like this little one here, and that one's $19. So I think I'm getting this one. I think I want to get two of them. So now, about the only thing is, it's about timing. If you want to get like matching stuff. So that's the key is, if some of the bigger pots individuals end up getting. Okay, guys, look at this one. Like I said, you can't beat the prices. This is here, $50. Let me see how much the big one is. I don't need anything that big, but like I said, you just cannot beat the prices of these guys. I want to see if I can find another one of these, because it has like this iridescent color, and I think it'll look really nice with the pots that I have the ferns in. Oh man, and I wanted two of them. Let me see if I can find another one or something that's similar to it. Okay, so let's see here. Man, those are nice. Oh, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my phone down so I can get back in here and dig, because I see something back there, but I don't know if it's the same color as this one. Okay, I am not able to find two of these. I like that nice, clean look that they have. I mean, this one here, but it has like a, I think they both have like a green undertone to it. But I don't like that. I think I might go to the other Olies and see what they have. I mean, that would be pretty. I do like those. I'm just getting stuck on symmetry, and I think that is something that I definitely want in the garden, is symmetry. Like I said, you cannot beat these prices. Let's see what's over here. Okay, so I'm going to the other Olies and seeing if I can find a matching pot like the one I got at the other store. Okay, so here's a better picture of the really big ones. Look at these. These are huge. And they are $99. You would easily pay $250 for these at other stores. Okay, look at these. Oh, these are pretty. And see, they have varieties. So let me see if I can find the one I got up at the other store. Oh, now that's pretty. Shisha. Oh, I like the shape of that. That's pretty. And blue is one of my favorite colors, so let me look down here. Hopefully they will have them. Let's see. Man, it's like really hard to see. These shelves don't seem to be as deep as the other ones. Okay, somebody's over there. Oh, they got some potting soil that I'm gonna get. Okay. So I just might have to go a different route if I cannot find at least a matching pot. That'll go nicely. Okay, so I do like that cream one, but I'm not seeing any of those long ones like I saw. All right, I'm gonna have to put my phone down so I can look through these and see what I can find. Okay, so look at this. This is Burpee organic potting mix for $4.99. So you know I'm getting ready to get a bunch of these. Okay, so these are the pots that I got from Olies that I'm going to use to plant my ranunculus in. I'm going to dig up my creeping Jenny and also work in these pots, along with some pansies to add that color. So I'm gonna have my filler, my spiller, and my thriller in these, and I think that's gonna look really, really pretty. So I did get this pot done, and that has some ranunculus in the bottom of it, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the creeping Jenny and some pansies, because I'm thinking this pot I might end up sitting over close to the step area. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I gotta go and get my ranunculus soaking because they have to soak for about 4 to 6 hours. Now what I'm gonna do, before I get started in getting this gravel moved, all of my creeping Jenny here is what I'm gonna be digging up to put in those pots up by the stairway. So I can see new growth on there, and normally what I do is I cut the brown stuff off anyway, so I have that fresh coloring of them. So okay, so these are the ranunculus that I am going to be planting. Aren't those gorgeous? So the first thing you got to do is allow them to soak for 4 to 6 hours. So I got my water ready, and I'm just gonna head and get these guys dropped in there. Now these guys look like little octopuses, and then they end up swelling up when you let them soak. So like I said, 4 to 6 hours. Let these guys soak in the water and make sure nothing's tangled up. Individuals. And then I will more than likely get like the pots ready with the soil in them so that I can just go ahead and get these guys planted in. All right, so I'll see you in 4 to 6 hours. Okay, so as I stated, one of the things that I want to be able to do is get my creeping Jenny pulled out of here. I got a little container that I'm going to put them in because I'm still waiting on my ranunculus to finish soaking. But I figure while that's doing its last bit of stuff, I can get in here and get the creeping Jenny dug up in preparation for me to use it as my spiller in the containers that I'm putting over there. And then I ended up taking another idea that someone had given me that I'm going to put over in that garden bed. And it'll more than likely be something that I continue over here. But first, let's get this stuff moved out. And I do think once I get the gravel cleaned out, all of the bobos and the roses are gonna be able to go into the ground, because I'm definitely in this area here going to get all the gravel moved out of here. So let me get my container and shovel and start moving this stuff around. Let me get this out, okay? And like I said, a lot of the stuff that's on the top of the creeping Jenny is what got freezer burned from the cold weather and the frost that we've had. And I'm kind of hoping by putting it in the pots, it will allow it to flourish and not end up getting dried out or burnt up because of it being here in the rocks. Then I think I'm going to just dig it up and then clean it up. Now, the one thing I do know is that we do have the weed barrier under here. So I'm going to have to definitely do this in stages. Get these plants out of here, then get the top layer of the gravel off, and then go ahead and pull the weed blocking cloth off. You know, and the good thing too is because this area over here is wet, it's not as bad. I just got to get the gravel from around it. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'll get back on. That way I can start getting these guys planted. Okay, so I've gotten the creeping Jenny dug up, and while this may not look good, guys, I'm going to tell you, once I get this planted into some rich soil, these guys are going to flourish. Because you can see here, look at this. I didn't clip it all off, but you can see all that new growth down there. Just in case we get another frost, I want to be able to have something that's going to protect, you know, that new growth. So, and my ranunculus are ready to get planted in. So what I'm going to do is get the soil in these 3 containers, put the ranunculus on in first. Then I'm going to work in the creeping Jenny, you know, for my spiller. And then I did get some pansies to add a pop of color over here. So let me go ahead and get that done. Okay, so I got the layers of the ranunculus and all 3 of the pots. I think that's gonna look really, really nice. Now I'm gonna get these guys filled up and then start putting the pansies and the creeping Jenny. All right, so I got the pots potted up. And like I said, I left the little straggly branches or stems on the creeping Jenny, just in case we get some additional phrasing. But I did bury where the new growth was going. And I think the combination of the purples, the whites, the chartreuse is going to look pretty. And then when the ranunculus come up with the pinks and the yellows and the whites in those containers, it's going to look really, really nice. Now, the one thing that someone had mentioned was for me to put in some evergreens in here. So I ended up getting these blue junipers. Okay, so the juniper blue stars, and these guys will get 24 to 36 inches tall. But you know, for this area, I placed one here and then one up there by the fountain. I'm gonna keep them trimmed at the 2 feet because I think that will definitely give me winter interest and just have it look really nice here. So I am really happy this is coming along. I cannot just wait until everything is in full bloom. There are some other things that I'm going to be putting in here based off of recommendations. So guys, keep sending me those ideas for my romantic garden, and I'll attach the original video so you can go on and use the Google document to send your ideas. All right, guys, slowly but surely it is coming along. Keep sending in your recommendations because I'm loving the ideas that you guys are providing to help me make this a romantic courtyard. Well, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner. And once again, check out the needed romantic courtyard ideas.